do it.
I think I might be too sleepy. Well, sleepy might not be the right word. Post-sugar coma.
Yeah, you're definitely in Dax.
Pose this question you just posed on Marco Polo. It's not the most flattering question, but...
Well, hold on. We got a lot to talk about. First of all, Dax just said, should we... We just Marco Polo'd like 6 of our friends, and we felt perhaps overly confident.
Well,
with
hold on. This is a tread lightly here on the concept.
With the entertaining value of our Marco Polos. And Dax said, should we just have a talk show here just in our bed? Because it's the time of the day when we're feeling the most funky.
Yeah, maybe we can
barely lucid.
Squeeze in a little more entertainment.
And
just at the last.
One of the questions I posed was, does this look like a hole has been blown in Dax's shoulder?
Does it look like a necrotic flesh wound? Like just a big section of necrotic
like,
is that
what it looks like?
That is the goal.
When
we decided.
Because it kind of does, doesn't it? Especially if you don't see the bottom.
Poor lighting. It does look. It looks like I've got. What is it? Not grayscale.
But if you don't see the bottom, especially, it looks like, oh my gosh, his arm's been blown open.
Minimally malnutrition. Worst case scenario. Artillery fire.
Yes, not grayscale, but what are those? There's like a lot of alien movies where you.
Where
you like your veins go dark and because they bulge and you can see all your veins.
Oh, you know who?
And they're black.
Shyamalan movie recently. The boy was
the mermaid one.
No, there was a young gentleman who was infected with this spirit. Oh,
what is that called, guys? Gangrene. Someone said gangrene. No, not gangrene.
Sure. I know who it is. It's the young actor from. Oh, here we go. It's a grandpa feed now.
An alien virus. That's a grandpa feed. That's what we'll call our bedtime talk show. Grandpa's feed.
Grandpa's necrotic arm. What the fuck is the name of that movie? Oh, I loved it. It was about Idi Amin.
Oh, Last King of Scotland.
And who was the lead actor? James McAvoy.
Kerry Washington?
Yes, no, James McAvoy. And he was in an M. Night Shyamalan movie this year. And he's turned all.
I loved that movie. Oh, that was called. What was that called? Hey, guys who are watching this, what was that called? It wasn't called that. It was called. He became different people. He had a brain disease.
Hebrew.
No, he had a brain.
Hee-haw.
No, he was keeping people in the basement.
Oh, jeez, what could be worse than this? Watching us trying to figure out a very popular movie. It was out like 5 minutes ago.
Should the topic?
Should I Google
every night on our Split? Everybody's saying Split. Boom. See, he had split personalities. Should the topic maybe for our nighttime vaguely lucid discussions be, can you remember this movie? And we just we get a scenario, like a relationship film. Yeah, and then we have to go, what was it called? What was it? It was with the guy who...
What was the movie with the elephant?
But also the girl... And there was that kid in it. Young girl. And they were outside.
Most of the movie.
You just watch us...
Let the Right One In.
That's right!
That's it, right? Did I get it?
Also, Let the Right One In is a great movie,
well, the Danish version or whatever version is...
the Danish... Is it Danish? Some
Danish
Norwegian,
or Swedish or Norwegian.
Is an incredible... one of my favorite movies of all time. Movie reviews with Grandpa and Grandma. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so beautifully shot. If you haven't seen it, the Danish one.
Worst show ever off and watch Let the Right One In.
I will say I have a big phone now.
If I tuned in to see who are we comparable to, Brad and Spencer?
Did you think I was finished with that sentence?
I thought you were still trying to think of a movie.
Because I have a big phone now, ... is not the end of the sentence.
Tell me.
My hand hurts holding it.
Of course it does. It's the size of what was considered a large television in the 80s. You turn that fucker on its side, that's a Zenith television right there.
It's the size of the TVs that if you're had rich friends, they had a TV in their car. Remember those TVs that were shaped like a mailbox?
It is. Not in its totality, but the screen, this screen is way bigger than that.
Like, I almost have to move
realistic. They're a realistic brand. And you plugged it into your cigarette lighter, and there was a...
yeah, and it was the size of like a
shoebox.
A shoebox with a handle and
about
there.
A 3-inch screen.
And black and white. It was black and white. Oh, man. But,
now back to my question.
Okay, what's your question?
If you and I were watching Spencer and Tracy...
Spencer and Heidi. Laying in bed, just fucking... rambling?
Free-forming.
He's just thinking of another couple. If I liked them, I wouldn't care. Look, let me pose it to you this way, Dax.
Okay.
No one has to watch this video.
No, some people currently are being tortured with this video.
You think?
Yes, terrorist suspects are currently being subjected to Samsung's finest.
I don't know.
Spencer and Tracy.
Someone's friend calls pop sockets pinky savers. That makes sense. I don't drop my phone with my pop socket, and although I don't have a pop socket on this phone because it's too heavy of a phone.
Yeah, it's a console, a console TV.
I need to get it a base. I haven't figured out. Are you trying to get a...
Well, I'm getting it. I'm not trying to get it. Getting a toe touch.
I haven't figured out how to convince Dax to use a pop socket yet.
Seems cumbersome.
No, it's...
And like you're making a whole production of it. Why don't you set up a fucking easel to use your phone?
Just get a little
three-legged thing out and set this ginormous phone of yours on there and just start typing like that.
No. It's so that when you whip your camera out...
You give your fucking camera a whip.
When you whip your camera out, you don't slip through your fingers and drop it.
This is vomitous. We gotta stop this. We must stop this, right?
All right. Well,
love everyone.
It was really nice talking to you guys.
Did anyone write anything?
Someone said too girly. I don't know really what that means.
Sure. The whole endeavor is a little girly.
Your pup needs a haircut. Yeah, we know. Believe me. But we just do it with kitchen shears and we haven't had the time.
Wait, are they referring to me or your dog? One of your dogs.
This dog? This is...
No.
Not that.
Who's to know what a pup is? It said your pup needs a haircut.
Oh, but because sometimes I put Barb and Frank on my stories when they do stupid stuff.
Oh, so I'm just part of many hours of programming that happened today. That first started with the dogs? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like the late show that came on.
You're the late show. Well, no, because I did a story about how Frank fell in love with parsley this week, and he's like begging for parsley because he loves fresh breath. Mm-hmm. And then Barb's sort of always showing up because she's a queen of content.
Sure.
And then you started...
She's a lens whore.
And you went bananas in the kitchen with sugar.
Yeah, I did. It was a rough showing from me tonight. I blame it on work being cold. Yeah. Anyway. Well. I need more context with the ice cream from earlier. The context is that Dad got home from a very long day. I had a super healthy dinner. I'll speak for you. Thank you very much. All right. No, I'm kidding. I'll let you have a crack at it. No. I'll correct you if it's needed. This is when I'm most angry. I had a super healthy, responsible dinner. I really made a sound decision for my health and my body and my spirituality, and had a quinoa salad that was delish, and then a real healthy bowl of bison chili. Didn't get the bison meatloaf sandwich, wanted it, resisted it, got the chili, ate all of it, felt so proud of myself that I celebrated with an ice cream sandwich that I will say you brought into this house, right? I did. Well, because over Thanksgiving, when my nieces and nephews were coming in town, I was worried that they would think that we're just like weird Californians because we have like chips made out of vegetables and stuff. And I was like, oh, I really want them to love me and be impressed, and I want to be their cool aunt. And so I bought some really good ice cream sandwiches, Cool House, they're so delicious. And I put them in there, and then I never gave them to the kids because we all got the norovirus. Yeah. So no one could eat them. And then the other night I had gotten into one, and then you got into that one. I saw how good you made it look. There's a reason they hire you to sell things. You were really... delicious. It was a real performance. Well, it's I've been thinking about it for 3 days. It has to do with the quality of the item, too, because those Cool House sandwiches are so good. They're really nice. Especially if you bathe them in some Sanders hot fudge. Yeah. Or rather, hot caramel. Sanders is
We gotta put a
A
stop
hot
to this.
fudge we're falling asleep.
This reminds me of talking on the phone with my junior high girlfriend and then going, let's just fall asleep together on the phone. I feel like we're close to doing that.
It's a hot fudge company from Michigan. I'm just going to answer one or two questions.
Sleep live on this thing?
Anyone like us to sleep live?
Here
we go.
A medical doctor who
Here
can watch me sleep and give an assessment.
Ready? Let's just do it.
Okay. I guess this is what Big Brother is, right?
I think so. Someone said, honey, don't turn the light out just yet. Someone said, Kristen, were you really emotional when you were singing I'm Frozen 2? And I'll answer that question. Yes, I was very emotional because I actually recorded the song once where I wasn't really emotional and I was just acting. And then they had me come in and re-record it. And they said, you have to make this really, really very, very real and don't make it sound pretty at all because otherwise it's not going to work because it's a really devastating moment. And it took a while, but I was sobbing the whole time and my station was very wet.
I rode a street bike over another vehicle, and no one has a question for me. They want to know how emotional your singing was? My goodness. There is no justice in this world.
All right. The Late Late Show with Grandma and Grandpa is signing off. Thanks for being here. I'm not sure why anyone is, but sometimes it's just fun to hold your big phone and talk into it. Good night, Dad.
I love everyone.
Love you guys. Good night.